Hey folks, Paul C. Tumey here, and I am thrilled to be able to announce to you something I've been working on for years. The release of a new book series called The Art of Milt Gross, and the first volume has just been released. It is called The Art of Milt Gross. Volume 1, Mastering Cartoon Pantomime, Judge, 1923 to 1924. So I picked this for the first volume because this captures Milt at a crucial point in his career, and it also brings to you some of his work that most of you won't be familiar with. In fact, I would dare say that most of these comics haven't seen the light of day since they were first published more than a century ago. So this is kind of lost and forgotten work that seems magical to me, and I wanted to share this with you. So these comics first appeared in the pages of Judge magazine. So this is the original here, and this is the restored, reprinted version. As you can see, it's more or less the same size, and the restoration, I think, is pretty good. It took me months to do that. You also get, well, let me actually just show you the cover here so you can see Judge magazine. Judge was a humor weekly, came out every week and had been, this is in the early 20s. It started in, I think, gosh, I don't remember, 1880s or 1890s. And it published a lot of cartoons. So a lot of cartoonists built their careers by selling cartoons to Judge. Now, when Milt Gross started publishing in Judge, he was working at the New York World as a full-time staff cartoonist. It was a new job he had. So he was doing this on the side. But he seriously focused on this, as you can see. This is not throwaway work. This is pretty serious work. I think you're also going to be surprised at how tight this work is compared to his later work. There's a hint of his style in his loose scrawl, but it's tighter than we're used to seeing, and it's also more involved. What you have here is Milt working out how to do a pantomime cartoon, and I think his years as an animator informed this work. And I talk about this in a 14-page essay that's included in the book. Now, in the book, you're also going to get commentary. This might seem a bit tiresome, but I've kept it short and I've tried to make it helpful and informative. So each page gives you some background on what you're looking at. For example, this one informs you that this strip appeared in the crazy Prohibition number. This is back when alcohol was illegal, and the Judge editors composed this magazine as though they had done it while they were rip-roaring drunk, and captions are pasted upside down willy-nilly, and instead of doing a breakdown of multiple panels, Milt did a reversal in just one crazy panel. So you get every cartoon that he did for Judge in the years 1923 and 1924. Everyone's in here with commentary and extra material. And this reveals quite a lot. You're going to see some surprising stuff in here, and you're going to see some familiar stuff. For example, you might know this page if you're a Milt Gross fan. This is one of his greatest comics pages, I think. Louis.dope trying to tie a bow tie so that it's even on both ends. Well, this strip came out in 1928, but hey, check this out. In 1924, we get this. Tying a bow tie. Huh? Same thing. And instead of Louis's solution is to get a straight razor and cut off the bit that's too long, and now he got it straight at last. Well, this poor guy's solution He is so frustrated and overwhelmed by the absurdity of the situation that he no longer wishes to stay on the planet. However, inadvertently, this removes the offending extra bit and problem solved. So it gives us an interesting insight into how Milt softened this. He took away the suicide factor, basically, from mainstream comics, although you often did see suicide attempts in mainstream comics. And the pacing is a little bit different. The number of panels is different. And this is just kind of a bit more punched up than this one is. But you see the germination of this work, of this page here. And this is a story that we see over and over in these pages. We learned that Milt's process was recursive. Hey, if a comedian can retell the same joke over and over and hone it and refine it, and if songwriters can perform the same song for us over and over and refine it over the years, why can't a cartoonist refine some of their best bits? There's another one. So there's that in the book. You also get a fantastic introduction, I should say a foreword, by Ignatz winning cartoonist Drew Lerman. And Noah Van Sciver very kindly colored the art, which was black and white. This is one of the pages in the book. And it's for the cover, it's colored by Noah Van Sciver. And I think this is kind of cool because it's sort of a collaboration between generations of cartoonists. Now, if you know me, you know I've spent years researching forgotten cartoonists. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, there's also some back material. There's about 60 pages of extra material that I've included that provides even more context and relevance about the material that we're presenting here. Now, as I was going to say, if you know me, you know I've spent years researching forgotten cartoonists, especially the geniuses and the misfits who made the funnies funny. And Milt Gross is certainly one of the greats. And I think this series will help people understand why. This series is my way of preserving and collaborating cartoon history and dragging it out of the dustbins of the past and back into our current life. And I think we could use more laughter, more fun, more consciousness around absurdity. So I'm doing this not just as a scholar, but as a fan. Every page I scanned and restored and redesigned with care. Each strip includes notes and insights, as I said, to help you discover just how inventive and wild and hilarious and what a brilliant craftsman Milt Gross was. This art, this book, it's not just a coffee table book. It's not meant to be a coffee table book. It's meant to be well, I guess you'd say a kind of like a lantern, shining a light on a moment in comics history that's been largely forgotten. And it brings it back into the conversation. One of the things that's been missing, and another reason I decided to start the series here, is what was going on with magazine cartoons, right? This is a part of comics history that's not very well written about. So you're going to get some more information and a grounding in that. Anyway, Volume 1 is available now on Amazon. It's the first in a series that will go on to explore lots of other aspects of Gross's art and present a lot more material. I've been to Milt Gross archives. I've dug out some amazing forgotten stuff, rare photos, documents, letters, all of that to help tell his story to you. It's a journey of discovery for both of us, and I hope you will like it and enjoy it and join me on the journey. If you love comics, cartoons, history, humor, or just want something completely different, check it out. All right, well, thanks for watching, and keep an eye on me, Iggy. More to come.